CSS, welcome back everybody. I'm Prakash Vadan, your trainer for this entire series. So it's been many days since I have not uploaded a video regarding the CSS due to my busy schedule. So let's start at least one or two videos for today. Now today we'll be going in sequence step by step from basic to the hard one. So now we are going to talk about the division tag, that means div tag. Now first let's try to understand what is the meaning or the importance of div tag in our CSS. Normally whenever we find any design web page over the cloud, or it might be with the help of simple like HTML tag, you might have noticed that the page is divided into certain sections actually. So on that particular sections the contents are typed or the images are inserted. That means the layout of the page or the designing of the page is not just because of the images that you have inserted actually. That is being done with the help of your division, that means div. So the main important work of this div tag in your CSS is that to divide your page into particular sections. So with the help of that you'll be able to design your page in such a way that the contents can be divided into so many sections that you can see over the screen. So I'm going to take you now without wasting your time straight away to the CSS where you can type a text, or the text are text in a sense the tag is already typed for you so that I can save your time rather than typing those CSS commands one by one. Okay, now here is a one page or the tag that I have typed. So this one is the simple example to understand how div tag works in CSS. Now again I would like to repeat, the div tag is simply used to divide your page into certain sections. The page that you find over the cloud in a form of so-called dynamic web page, or the this designing is done in appropriate way, proper way, it looks like professional like this. These are done with the help of div. Now I'm going to show you the simple example how you can divide your web page into 2 or 3 sections. Okay, now above text, these tags are normal. That means this is the everyday tag that you are simply doing, type HTML and just hit the tab, this will get displayed automatically. It's a header. Now see, this is the inner one beauty of Sublime Text that automatically understands what you're trying to do actually. If you take it as a notepad, individually you'll have to type in. Now so here we start how div tag can be used in CSS. Now over here I have written div, that means this will indicate now the division of page has been started. That means you are dividing a page into certain section. After writing a div, you'd like to deploy certain background color or the text color or what will be the width in a pixel and all that has to be defined. That is the beauty of your CSS. So after writing the div, I have simply written a style. So what type of style would you like to deploy? I do believe that you already know how to use this style tag since we have already used in our previous that means the page designing portions. Now I have used over here style background color. I have used the yellow green. That means now screen is divided into section. Now the first section that I'm going to use, whose background color will be the yellow green. And it's not only about the division of the page, you will also have to specify over here. I suggest you to do that. You will have to specify what color you are going to use for your text. So that's why I've used over here color black. That means this command indicates the background color of the division, the box that you have created over here, something like this. See, this color I'm trying to say. So what color you would like to deploy over here in your CSS page, that is a yellow green. Now after that, the contents that you have written over here, can you see the header is written over here? This is your text. That means what text color would you like to give to your CSS page? So that's why I've used the color as a black. So what will be the width of your pixel for that? So I've used 200 pixel. It is not mandatory to use the same one that I've used over here. You can use whatever you feel like. Now then this will simply create a division. That means it will create a block over here. But what you would like to display over there in that particular block so that you can understand the division of the page is exactly done. So that's why I have started the new paragraph. Okay, now in that paragraph, the page that I have defined over here, the text is simple. Welcome to first division. Okay, that means in this block, this text is going to be placed. So I close this division tag. That means division tag is also the pair tag. It is not empty tag. That means the first division is done over here. So if I have to show you from the example point of view over here in a form of your page, okay, so that would be something like this. This person will be designed with the help of your this tag over here. Now have a look. Here if you see background color over here will have yellow green in place of this one, and the width that we are going to use is the 200 pixel, and the font color that I'm going to use over here will be the black, and the content that I'm going to display, right over here we have written header. In place of that header, see this one I have used this simple one so that it will be easy for you to understand. Now over here in the header the text will get displayed, welcome to the first division. Now this is only one division. If I write a coding over here with the help of CSS in order to explain the division, how the division tag, div tag works in the CSS, and if I wind up with only one division, it may not be appropriate for you. Why? Otherwise it's going to look like it is a one solid page, one sole page. So that's why I have used another one. That means as you can see over here, 1 2 3 division vertically. Let's not go for the horizontally, vertically 3 divisions I can see over here. Now I am going to create the second division also. So that's why I have used another one div. That means div style background color I have given yellow. That means in my second block this area will come in yellow. Okay, and of course the font color for the text I have used by default the black one, and the width I have used the 200 pixel. I suggest you to make sure the pixel that you use for above block or above division, you should use the same. Otherwise it doesn't look professional. Now in this block also I need to write some text so that it will prove that the page is actually divided into the section and it's going to display the content. So in the second section I am going to give these contents. As we already know, it is already mentioned that div is a pair tag. You'll have to close it, body and HTML. Now time has come to run this tag and make sure that the division has worked successfully in our page. Congratulations. See, now we have divided into 2 sections and it's coming quite smaller one over here. Why? We have used only 200 pixels over here. So if you find it fruitful, please do like and subscribe. Thank you.